How fast can a stock car run? Now they know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to Eldora Speedway. We are here for heat number 1 of the Mud Summer Nationals. On the pole is Jessica Kinghart, who had the fastest qualifying lap in qualifying. Then it is Jeff Bright, Tucker Yates, Tucker Yates, Cody Lamas, Jack Lagacy, Jonathan Zorley, and David Diaz, John Gilbert, Ron Monaco, Tim Randolph, George Hurst, Johnny Gardner, Tyler Yates, Justin Jones, Alexander Rowe, Cody Monaco, Joshua Saculli, Alan Matthews, William Brock, and Dylan Young. 20 cars are racing for 5 spots. The top 5 in this heat will go on to the Mud Summer Nationals. 15 will go on from the LCQ. And we have 1 past champion's provisional if the past champion needs to get in. Green flag back out, or green flag is out. We're racing at Eldora, 10 laps, and only the top 5 get in. So right now, your top 5 is 5th place is Cody Lamas. Look at Tucker Yates to the inside, pushing Jessica Kinghart to the fence. You don't want to caution if you're any of these cars near the front of the field. Look at everybody back here. This is the battle pretty much for 5th. I feel like the caution is out. This might already be the end of Heat 1. I don't think it will be. I think we'll get another lap in. But Justin Jones, Alan Matthews, 2 Hernandez Motorsports cars, torn up early here in the Mud Summer Nationals. Let's go take a look at what brought out our caution. Wow, looks like somebody didn't get going on the start. They all check up. Oh, John Gilbert was wrecking. That's why. He drove it in deep, gets into Zorley and kicks him sideways. Gilbert gets out of shape. Randolph slams on the brakes. Johnny Gardner's on the brakes. And that just sets up 4 wide into turn 1 as the 29 and 88 really never have to lift. The 99 gets loose. Try not to hit the 42. Comes down into the 88 as they're there. And then, hard in the wall for all 3 of those cars. So out of the 20 cars in the field, looking like right now, 2 of them are already going to the LCQ. And that's Alan Matthews. Actually, Alan Matthews on the speedway. He's a lap down. Yes, just to ride this car out. Don't want to. It's not that bad torn up. I think they may be able to fix that 88 car and get him back out there for the LCQ. Justin Jones, though, was pretty torn up. I think the lights are going to go off this time, so really no need to take this to break. Boy, am I wrong. So we are going to go to break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you back to green flag action. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag back in the air. Tucker Yates will lead. Jack Lagacy, David Diaz, Ryan Monaco, Jessica Kinghart. Here comes Tyler Yates in the 51. This is a battle for, the transfer spot. Yes, it is. With just a couple laps to go, Tyler Yates going to try to slide in. Jessica Kinghart going to drop all the way to 6th. Coming to the white flag. Caution is out. They wrecked Johnny Gardner, Cody Monaco, so that's your official order. So the cars that are going, Tucker Yates, Jack Lagacy, David Diaz, Ron Monaco, and Tyler Yates are going to the Mud Summer National. Jessica Kinghart, Cody Lamas, Jeff Bryant, Zorley, and Gilbert. Wow, there's a lot of cars. Hurst, Brock, Rowe, Saculli, Randolph, Dylan Young, Alan Matthews, Johnny Gardner, and Cody Monaco are all going to the LCQ. Let's see what happened between Cody Monaco. That's the second crash Cody Monaco's been a part of. In one heat. Oh, it just looks like Dylan Young turned Johnny Gardner. Ooh. Youch. Johnny Gardner just had nowhere to go but into Cody Monaco. Ooh. Wow, that actually, if you look at that 7 car, it kind of gets a little bit of air. Oh, as he hit the wall. Youch. So with that said, the top 5, Tucker Yates, Jack Legacy, Diaz, Monaco, and Tyler Yates. You guys are making it to heat number, or making it to the main event. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is heat number 2. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Heat number 2 on the pole. Gator Harrison. Then it's Ahmed Oskin. It's I know who you are. Ash Curtis, James Kinghart, Will Goss, Max Anderson, Blake Warren, Seth Cole, Bobby Striggle, Joseph Curtis, Rusty Wheeler, next to Rusty Shackelford, Robbie Jackson, Max Luger, Scott Roush, Isaiah Monaco, Gatlin Downey, Doug Whitfield, Eric Monaco, and Tim Brooks Jr. That will round out the 20-car field. 5 cars make it.
Drivers, start your engines.
All right, I got poked the mic 6 times on the intercom, but okay. 5 cars will make it. We already have 5 in, 5 more make it, as he keeps hitting the mic. Can Gator Harrison hold off? This is the car last season that won the Mud Summer National. This car is not the past champion. Well, he would have got the past champion if Michael Haas returned for the Mud Summer National. But since he didn't, it's a completely new car, new driver, green flag. He's trying to lock himself in because this car is very good. We seen it last season. It was one of the best cars here on the dirt. Look at him racing 3 and 4 wide. Rusty Wheeler trying to get to that top 5, 3 wide. Nobody's safe. This is why they're going so hard. This is not like previous seasons. It's wow. Where only the top 5 or top 10 would get in. So really only 5 cars would go to the LCQ. This season it's half the field from the heats are going. Caution is out. Doug Whitfield is destroyed in the middle of the racetrack. Isaiah Monaco's around. James Kinghart is around. They're racing back. Will Goss going to stick his nose in. Blake Warren going to drive it in. Wow, they might wreck coming to the caution. It's Doug Whitfield. Bobby Striggle got a lot of nose damage. We saw Doug Whitfield stopped on the racetrack. What happened? Whoa, it looks like Doug just broke. That's crazy. That's the first time we've seen a Sportsman car break in a long time. Look at that. It's like something just snapped in the 75 car, and that car just came. Wow, that car is actually, look at it. It is stopped. It is like he has blown that thing up. Tim Brooks also looks like he is off pace. As well, something happened on the back here. Isaiah Monaco went for a weird slide. I think this is just guys trying to go for everything they could. These cars back here near the back, it's just trying to get what you can get. You got to get the 5th in a heartbeat. These heats are short. Isaiah Monaco went for a spin, but Doug Whitfield, that's the craziest thing we ever saw. He's back on the speedway, though. 2 laps down, probably going to go to the LCQ, but they got whatever stopped that car fixed. So that's good for that team. They figured out what caused that car to stop on the racetrack. That's crazy. First time we've ever seen a Sportsman car you just break like that. I think we're going to get the lights are going to go off this time. Boy, am I wrong again. We're just going to stay on board here. So, last heat, the leader, as the caution came out, lost the lead late. Actually, he won the race. Never mind, I'm wrong. Tucker Yates won heat number 1. Right now, the car's locked in. Harrison, Warren, Goss, Curtis, Wheeler. Cars on the outside looking in. Anderson, Oskin, Roush, Downey, Jackson, Kinghart, Joseph Curtis, Seth Cole, Eric Monaco, Rusty Shackelford, Isaiah Monaco, Max Luger, Tim Brooks Jr., and car definitely not making it and going to the LCQ would be Doug Whitfield 2 laps down. So put your bets in. Who's gonna make it and who's not gonna make it? We've seen some crazy things happen. They could wreck going into turn 1 going for it. Only the top 5 is safe. Coming to the green flag. Does Gator Harrison have enough? Green flag back in the air. Blake Warren got a great start. So did Will Goss. Top 3 got great starts. If you're a guy like Max Anderson, you might hope they all 3 wreck. They might do it. Going 3 wide. Blake out of the throttle. Oh, contact. They're wrecking. The leaders are wrecking. They saved it. Will Goss has got that thing saved. White flag in the air. Coming to the stripe. This is the battle for 5th. So there we go. Top 5 make it. Harrison, Goss, Warren, Ash Curtis, and Rusty Wheeler make it. We're going to go take a look at that last lap. I can't believe all 3 of them didn't just wreck right here. Watch Blake Warren's car. He's into the 20, gets into the 2. That car is turned head on into the wall. Bounces it off the wall. And still stays ahead of the 47 and the 15. I mean, this ain't even for points, and they're racing this hard to make it in this race. Will Goss has missed this event before. Blake Warren has missed this event. Gator Harrison, a rookie, just got taught a valuable lesson. It don't matter white flag or whatever. Going for a win in Sportsman's very important. He's going to drive around an extra lap, come to pit road. So, with that said, Gator Harrison, Will Goss, Blake Warren, Rusty Wheeler, Ash Curtis, all going to the next, to the main event. Up next is Heat 3, the final heat, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here for heat number 3 on the pole with Cynthia Bright. That's Dylan Schwamberg. That's Diego Yepes, Derek Hamill. That is DJ Curtis, Zach King, Tony Newman, Jackie Jones, Luis Hernandez, Eli Bright, Joey Murphy, and the Burger King 49 beside Eric Rodriguez. And it's Derek Addison, Carter Friesen, Christian Russell, Jeffrey White, Ash Curtis, and Zachary Fitzwater. And then rounding out the field for the High Flying Motorsports will be Chase Marks. So here we go. Engines have fired. Can Cynthia Bright win a heat? The past 2 pole sitters have won their heats. Tucker Yates won his, and Gator Harrison won his. Green flag green flag in the air. 10 laps for heat number 3. Only 5 cars will make it. Who's going to get it? Derek Hamill trying to get some sponsorship. Man, Tony Newman moving Zach King out the way. Oh, they're wrecking for the lead. Dylan Schwallenberg and Cynthia Bright have wrecked. Wow. Yikes. That 21 car is destroyed. Don't know what happened, but that was the 2 leaders. The front row has just crashed here in Heat 3. Looks like Dylan just drove it in, trying to get something out of it, knowing that they were back there. And this is what makes now the new heat formats exciting. These guys got to go for it. There's only 5 of them making it. Dylan got a lot of damage in that. Cynthia Bright, I think, is okay. They got her scored second. So she's going to line up behind Diego Yepez. I don't know. They got now it scored 10th. She scored 10th. She's now second. So right now the top 5 is Yepez, Bright, Curtis, Schwallenberg, Hernandez, Hamill, So Hamill's out currently. Newman's out. King's out. Murphy, Jones, Bright, Edison, Rodriguez, Curtis, Russell, Zachary Fitzwater, Chase Marks. Wow, Carter Friesen has a lot of damage. Let's go see what happened to Carter. Maybe what we saw wasn't the... Wow, maybe, yeah. I don't think what we saw was the caution. Looks like Carter Friesen makes a little contact with Eric Rodriguez. Jeffrey White gets into the back of him twice, 3 times. Jeffrey White's got a ton of damage on that Crown Royal Dodge. And actually, Jeffrey White is out of the event. So Jeffrey White will go to the LCQ with a backup car. Diego Yepez will lead. Dylan Schwallenberg's got a lot of damage. Can he hold off? This is going to be the story of this heat. Can the 21 hold off this 24 car? The 23 doesn't have a lot of damage. Lights should be off. They are. Diego Yepez currently has the lead in that Net Zero Toyota. Can Diego Yepez steal a heat win? Cynthia Bright's got a little damage. I don't think it's a lot. I think it's more from just scraping the wall. But the car, this is the car we're watching, this 21 with the Motorcraft Ford. With the old Ricky Rudd style paint scheme, giving throwback to Ricky Rudd. Pace cars in. Diego Yepez. Green flag back in the air. Yepez will lead. Bright. Curtis. Wow, look at the 21. Really did not... I don't know if he didn't get a good start or what. Bright trying to make a move on Yepez. Here comes DJ Curtis to the race lead. Whoa, look at this contact. This is the battle for the transfer spot. Schwallenberg battling back on the outside. Caution is out. This is for it. Hernandez is going to squeak out in front. And that's going to send Dylan to the LCQ. And no one will get to use the past champions provisional. The defending champion has locked himself into the Mud Summer National. So now just 15 cars make it from the heat. DJ Curtis, your winner. And that was a little... They got a little dicey for it. Dylan didn't give it with ease. They about wrecked. You can see the man... Look, Hernandez just drove it in there on him. I don't think Dylan liked that either. He drove it back, trying to get up there, but, you know, that outside groove is not the best. It is pretty good on the straightaway, but it wasn't enough. Let's go see what brought out our last caution. Looks like Joey Murphy may be involved in it. Yeah, sure was. Battling here with Zach King. Jackie Jones just gets into the back of him, and around they go. I actually started that. Wow, it looks like the back half of the field was really off the pace of the leaders. Around goes Joey Murphy. Eli Bright gets a little piece of that. Well, this thing is over. DJ Curtis, Diego Yepez, Cynthia Bright, Derek Hamill, and Luis Hernandez will all make it to the Mud Summer Nationals. Up next will be the LCQ, ladies and gentlemen. until we meet again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to LCQ at number 1. We're having 2 LCQs this season. The field is so big, we're having to do 2 LCQs. So 7 cars make it from both LCQs. Top 7 will make it in. That's 14 cars. Plus the past champion provisional. Past champion provisional goes to the past champion of the series. Luis Hernandez is locked in. And then it goes on up for previous years. Currently, I think the next past champion that would get it, series champion, will be Zachary Fitzwater. If he doesn't crack the top 7. Just past season champion, since the defending Mud Summer National champion is not in this event. So coming to the green flag, 20 laps, 22 cars are in this heat. Green flag is out, and we're racing again in Eldora, 20 laps. The top 7 will get in. Currently, I don't know who's in 7th spot. Oh, man, Zorlian about wrecked off somebody's nose. That's the battle for 7th. We got a huge crash into the back of the field. John Gilbert is involved. Tony Newman, William Brock, Zachary Fitzwater involved. So right there, it might be Zachary Fitzwater. If he's done for the day, which he is, Fitzwater done for the LCQ. I think he is the closest defending series champion. Because Will Goss, Luis Hernandez both are locked into the main event. The previous champion before Goss was Zachary Fitzwater. So he would be locked in. They're working on John Gilbert's car. Trying to get that thing back out there. It's going to be weird seeing the 5-time Mud Summer National Champion not make the show. And he has retired from the event due to the damage sustained in that incident. Oh, wow, it just looked like he was getting turned. Oh, man, it looks like he made a clean pass on his teammate. His teammate gets into Eric Rodriguez, comes down the track, and just slightly gets into. That's not his teammate anymore. Excuse me, forgot about that. John Gilbert not on American Motorsports anymore. He now drives for High Flying Motorsports, and former teammate. Yikes. Isaiah Monaco's involved. William Brock. Eli Bright, Gatlin Downey. Man, William Brock actually took a pretty nasty hit. Pops that thing up almost into I think he might have got the fence. Oh. No, I don't think he got it. It just popped it up real good. But, that's a concrete wall he just backed that thing into, and it just popped up. So, that's a lot of cars right there that might have, should have not been involved in that. You can see a lot of them torn up. It's going to stay out here. We just stay out here and get while the getting's good, pretty much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get you back to the green flag. John Gilbert can now watch his team car maybe try to get in and Chase Marks, the rookie. But we'll get you back to the green flag. Actually, we might as well just stay. Lights on, the pace car are off, so we're just going to stay on board here. Joseph Curtis will lead James Kinghart, Alan Matthews, Zorlian, Justin Jones, Cody Lamas, and Joey Murphy sitting in 7th. That's your top 7. That's cars that would make it from LCQ 1. The rest of the field will be going to the house. There's some good cars right here. Eric almost won this thing last season. Dylan Schwallenberg finished 2nd in points. There's cars up front that need to make the show. And then there's cars up front. Wow, look at the 3 getting back his lap. Actually, he didn't get back his lap. Joseph Curtis got a great restart. 3 wide here. Oh, yeah. They're going to make contact. Justin Jones going to slide. Still sliding. Didn't want to hit his teammate. Oh, wow. Dylan Schwallenberg really loose. And Eli Bright just holding a lot of these cars up. Zorlian trying to battle to stay in. Oh, Dylan Schwallenberg get turned off the nose of the 16. Sliding back up. Cody Monaco involved. Wow. Heartbreak on the 21 again. There's still some time, but I don't think that car is going to move up any spots. He was really loose. We've seen him get loose once, and I feel like somebody had hit him again. I think Cody Monaco might be calling it a quit. He's coming to pit road. Cody Monaco has called it for the day. Dylan Schwallenberg sitting 18th, running a very low lane. Let's see what brought out our caution here. I think he was trying to make a pass on Zorley and didn't want to hit him. Does make slight contact, and I mean, it was already stepped out a pretty good ways. Nothing Sam Curtis could have done, but just got off the throttle. Dylan slides right in front of Cody Monaco, and slides up and backed it into the wall. Cody Monaco did call it done for the day. Dylan Schwallenberg has called it done for the day. Schwallenberg has retired. Dylan Schwallenberg will be going to the house. It's not the first time he's went to the house at a Mud Summer National. A couple seasons ago, him and Will Goss, his teammate. I think it was the season after Goss won the championship. They wrecked each other in the Mud Summer National LCQ, and both of them went to the house during that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to make it? Top 7 are in. Currently sitting in 7th, Eli Bright. But the 3 cars a lap down. And with the 3 car being a lap down, he's actually going to sit right here in front of the 38. So Eric could get up here and make a move and get by one of these cars. It's weird. You usually think about seeing all these guys in the Mud Summer National. And now you've got Zorlian who might miss. Eric who might miss. You got the rookies back here. Chase Marks, Sucully in his return. Rowe, Brock, Oskin, Tony Newman, Isaiah Monaco. Dylan Schwallenberg is going to the house. The guy who finished 2nd in points last season. And that's what's bad. I mean, when you don't make this show, you don't score points. And especially now with qualifying being such a big factor, 30 cars score points in this event. The top 35 are locked in on previous points, but the top 35 after this event, Dylan Schwallenberg's not in the top 35 after this show. Luckily for him, he does have 4 other races to keep it there. Oh man, here's the battle we're gonna watch. I know it's important to watch and see who wins the heat or the LCQ, but this right here is the battle. Rodriguez will battle James Kinghart. Kinghart driving it as hard as he can. Zorlian really out of shape. This 43 doesn't look like the same 43 you've seen past seasons. Wow, contact being made. Zorlian doesn't want to give it up. Chase Marks. John Gilbert's new driver for High Flying Motorsports. Trying to crack his way up here. He's got a couple laps to do it. He better do it quick. Oh, Brock out of shape. Into Curtis. They're wrecking. The battle is right here. James Kinghart. Caution's out. Well, white flag was out. There's no yellow. Oh, pace car is in turn 3 and 4, so they did throw the caution. Man. Wow, cars that are going home. James Kinghart. Dylan Schwallenberg, Tony Newman. That's some big names going to the house. Chase Marks gave it all he can. Both of the high-flying motorsports cars are going home. Tony Newman going home. So the top 7 in this heat are going to the main event. Can't tell me these guys didn't bust their what's off trying to make this show. Everybody wants to make the Mud Summer National. It's a special event, and no one wants to go home from it. But a lot of cars are going to be heading to the house this week, thinking what could they possibly done different. We'll see you guys in just a moment for LCQ number 2 cars. We'll redo them again. Cars that are making it: Matthews, Curtis, Lamas, Murphy. Both of the new full throttle cars of Lamas and Murphy making it. Jones, Rodriguez, and Zorlian are pretty much in. Past champion will probably go to Zachary Fitzwater off the past season's champion. So right there is 8 cars going in. The next LCQ will have 7 going in. 7, 14 plus the past champion 15. There you go. So we will see you guys in just a moment for LCQ number 2. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to LCQ number 2. On the poles, Rusty Shackelford and Robbie Jackson. 2 Robbie Jackson Incorporated Dodges on the front row. Then we got Jeffrey White, Jessica Kinghart, Scott Rouse, Seth Cole, Jeff Bright, Dylan Young, Carter Friesen, Eric Monaco. Yeah, right. Christian Russell, Zach King, Bobby Striegel, Max Luger, George Hurst, Max Anderson, Jackie Jones, Tim Randolph, Johnny Gardner, Doug Whitfield, Derek Edison, and then starting shotgun on the field, Tim Brooks Jr. 20 laps. The top 7 will make it in. And then it's go time. Mud Summer Nationals time. 50 laps, but here we go. 20 for the LCQ. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again at Eldora. Look at Robbie Jackson. If Robbie can get it, we saw last year, man. Robbie on the outside was a menace. And it doesn't look like he's got that speed like he had last year. Tim Brooks is really struggling to get any grip. Oh, they're 4 wide back here. They're wrecking. About 5 cars are wrecking. They're beating and banging, sliding. Jeffrey White. Wow, somebody was in the fence. Wow. Eric Monaco. A couple others torn up. Oh, they're wrecking. Tim Randolph. Watch out. Max Anderson is in it. Destroyed. Hit the brake. Oh, Christian Russell, the rookie. Oh, man. Destruction and calamity has just taken place at Eldora Speedway. Christian Russell is totaled. What happened to bring out our caution? Man, they were 4 wide, 5 wide, almost 6 wide. And that's a battle. That's a battle there for 7th. You can tell me none of these guys want to win this race. Or tell me none of these guys want to finish 7th. Seth Cole 6th place with a ton of damage. Hurst sitting 7th with some damage. That was all for that transfer spot, and they all wrecked for it. Man, something happened to Tim Randolph on up through the front. We'll go look at that as well. But wow, wrecking for that transfer spot. I mean, some cars slid through there pretty easy. Let's see what happened to Tim. Oh, Tim got a little help from Derek Edison. Really wasn't Derek Edison's fault. He kind of got shoved down the racetrack a little bit. But Tim's still in it. So's Jackie Jones, Doug Whitfield, Zach King, Tim Brooks, Max Luger, Eric Monaco. Dilly Young, 2 cars are out. Max Anderson and Christian Russell. This Rusty Shackelford leads. Going back here. Look at Seth Cole's car. It's got some scrapes down the driver's side. There's probably some scrapes down the passenger side. We'll go take a look at that. George Hurst, the same. Some scrapes on that driver's side. There is probably some scrapes on the passenger side as well. Oh, no, well, never mind. There ain't a lot of scrapes on that passenger side. Johnny Gardner sitting here in 8th. Some rookies looking to try to make their first Mud Summer National. Carter Friesen, Seth Cole, George Hurst, Johnny Gardner. There's about 4 rookies lined up right there trying to get in this thing. Rusty Shackelford leading, so there's 5 rookies. 5 of the 7 are rookies right now. Actually, 5 of the 8 are rookies. If you want to go 6 out of 9, those rookies. Then you got some veterans, Jackie Jones, Doug Whitfield, a couple others back here. Needing that green flag back out. Oh, wow, George Hurst really slow to get up on the gun there. Johnny Gardner's kicking it sideways. He's going to try. Jessica Kinghart's going to try to get up here and make a move. I don't think anyone's going to pass Rusty Shackelford. Man, Seth Cole is on it right now. Last time a Target car was in this race, it almost won. DJ Curtis, back in about season 4 or 5, went into turn 1 and flipped, and was going for the win. Actually, there's a car that might catch old Rusty Shackelford, and that goes to Robbie Jackson and that 19 Mopar Dodge. He's up on it. Wow, Seth Cole just driving this thing deep. Battle for that transfer spot. Johnny Gardner, Jessica Kinghart, Carter Friesen, Bobby Striggle, George Hurst, all trying to make it into the Mud Summer Nationals. Robbie Jackson just turned his own driver. Rusty Shackelford up in the air on top of Scott Roush. Doug Whitfield involved. They always say Robbie's aggressive, but I never thought he would turn his own driver. Scott Roush, he's got to be done. I think he landed on top of Scott. We're going to take a look at what brought out the caution. I've never, in all my years of doing Sportsman commentary, seen a driver take out his own car. Well, I mean, did Rusty get up in the wall a little bit? I'm gonna say yeah, but the guy in the 19 could have cut his teammate some slack. And the guy in the 19 about caught his teammate in a bad spot. Poor Rusty Shackelford, though, man. He backed that thing hard into the fence, and it didn't land pretty hard on Scott Roush, who was racing for the transfer. That's 5th spot right there. Oh man, that's a tough break for Scott Roush. He was gonna probably make it. Jessica Kinghart gets a piece. George Hurst, the other RJI car, getting a piece of that. I'd love to be a fly on the wall Monday morning in Robbie Jackson Incorporated. This Rusty Shackelford is out of the show, pretty much. Apparently. Rusty Shackelford's not out of the show. Rusty Shackelford's sitting 9th. Alright. Oh, Rusty Shackelford's sitting 9th. Scott Roush got some damage fixed. I don't think Rusty Shackelford pitted. Jessica Kinghart's torn up. George Hurst sitting 8th. So Jessica Kinghart sitting 7th. Bobby Strickle 6th. 5th. Johnny Gardner. Will we get this race back green? That could be a big question. I think we will. Lights are out. 3-lap dash when we get the green flag. Robbie Jackson, Seth Cole, Jeff Bright, Gardner freezing. Johnny Gardner, Bobby Strickle, Jessica Kinghart all locked in. Jessica Kinghart got some damage. She did hit Rusty Shackelford a little bit. I'd love to see Rusty Shackelford make this race with that torn up car like that is. But both RJI cars sitting here pretty totaled. Green flag back in the air. Seth Cole really didn't get that great of a restart, but I mean, he's a rookie. Don't really know how to put the power down here yet. It's only 3 laps. Anything can happen. They can go up here and wreck. Up in the front, and I could let somebody get it. Rusty Shackelford. Oh, my Lord. Hang on to her. So right now, I think battle for the transfers right here. Caution's out, so this is the race. Jessica Kinghart's going to make it. Bobby Strickle's going to make it. Jackie Jones going to the house. Robbie Jackson will win the LCQ number 2, and I think Zach King. I think the only RJI car to make it's going to be Robbie Jackson. Damn, Zach King and Jeffrey White get into it, and that's what brought out our caution. Robbie Jackson could have had 2 cars in the show. But looks like Robbie Jackson is going to be the only Robbie Jackson Incorporated car in the Mud Summer National. He might be one of the only Dodges in the Mud Summer National. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Mud Summer National is set. All 30 cars are set. Like we said, a lot of cars would be going home. This is the first year a lot of cars have went home in here. Usually it's 10, 12. This season, I think it's over 20 cars are going to the house for the Mud Summer National. I think 29 cars exactly are going to the house this year. That's a lot of cars, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, the next video you guys will see will be the Mud Summer Nationals live. Till we meet again, everybody.